Another big story, and this is again coming from Mumbai, because Apple, the world's largest smartphone maker, has officially opened its first store in India at the Bandra Kurla complex in Mumbai. Apple CEO Tim Cook threw open the doors of the 28,000 square feet flagship store to long queues of Apple enthusiasts. A second store will be opening in Delhi on Thursday. What is clear is the importance of the Indian market to the iPhone maker's future. Apple is looking at boosting sales and manufacturing of iPhones here in India. The tech giant currently has about a 4% in India's massive smartphone market, which is dominated by South Korean and Chinese phone manufacturers. News 18's Devashish Sarkar checked out the Apple BKC store, which runs on 100% renewable energy.
So we have entered the Apple store over here, the first Apple store in India, Apple BKC at the Bandra Kurla complex, the Jio World Drive Mall. This is the main entrance. I've just entered the store, and the first thing I'm going to see is the iPhone area. You'll be greeted with the latest iPhone 14 range, the iPhone 14, the iPhone 14 Pro series. This device is straight, and this is slanted because according to the store lighting, they want the customer to get the best experience of the device. So basically, at this device, the angle, the tilt is basically adjusted as per the store lighting, so that when you walk in straight, you get the best experience. As you can see over here, of this side of the store, this is slightly slanted like this, simply because again, you won't see any reflection of the lights above on the phone. I mean, that is like paying attention to the design. And like I mentioned previously as well, the table, anybody, a little kid, somebody taller, somebody on wheelchair, everybody can access this table. Look at the place. And you know what? Another interesting thing is the audio. Look at the crowd. Look at the maddening rush that is out there. But still, you will be able to talk to each other pretty easily, and you'll be able to converse with the Apple Store executives as well, because there is some amount of sound absorption happening as well. What's the USP of this store? Many of you are saying that, why will I go to this Apple store at BKC? There are so many Apple resellers out there in the country. Why go to an Apple BKC or the Apple Socket that is opening up in Delhi on the April 20th? Well, the answer is simple. The store gives the real Apple experience.
Meanwhile, Devashish also spoke with Apple CEO Tim Cook about his India expansion plans.
Welcome to India. Welcome to Mumbai. How are you feeling?
It's wonderful to be here. It's so great to be in India. We've looked forward to this week for a long time.
Great. It feels so lovely to meet you in person. And today I want to talk about the Apple Watch.
Yes.
How has Apple been able to create such a health and fitness device that can reach so many people in a meaningful way, be it professional athletes or somebody like me who just wants to stay fit?
It started with focusing on wellness and creating the three rings, the move, stand, and your exercise burn. And it went from there to heart rate and detecting AFib. And of course, notifications came early on as well. And so it has just expanded to cover the waterfront of people's needs.
Right.
And it's so great for me to come here and hear how it's used in actual training. But I get notes every day from people who found out they had AFib.
Right.
And they've told me that their doctors told them they would have died if they had not found out about it and reached out to a doctor for help. And so we just keep pulling the string to see where it takes us. One of the athletes here today told me that they use the sleep function a lot.
Right.
And all of them use the heart rate function to see which heart rate zone they're operating in.
Right.
And so there's just an enormous amount of functionality in this little thing that you put on your wrist now.
Right.
It's fantastic.
And finally, Tim Cook's jaw dropped when one Apple fan presented him with something very nostalgic, a vintage 1984 Macintosh. Leave you with this.